Hey everybody, Melbo here. I am going to have to take my own good advice. I just did the angel reading, and it was talking about not taking on anything that you really can't handle. So it's not in my bandwidth this month to do 4 readings for earth, air, fire, water signs. So I'm doing 1 reading for February for the collective, and I hope that you're able to gain some information that is helpful to you here. Keep in mind, discernment is important, especially when these are collective readings, and so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, so starting off with this kind of vibed with the weekly angel reading. So with there being great authority, decision making, where you are the authority and where others are the authority, kind of pushing up against authority figures, just because of your own inner authority. This can show up when you know what's best for you when someone else wants you to do something different. And it doesn't have to be a person in your life. It can be a voice in your head from your past. It can be an internal conflict with authority, your inner authority, and those that you have picked up along the way, the critical voice in your head saying this is not right, or I'm worried this isn't going to work out. I don't think that you are capable of pulling this off. And making sure that you are clear of mind and that you are hearing your intuition, your confident self, and not your fearful self. So also, it being February, it is the month of love, and that shows differently for different people. But in the situation, you have the Page of Cups, messages of love, creativity. Should Valentine's Day be a difficult time for you, I would say find a creative project to immerse yourself in. And when I was working at this place, we actually made Valentine's Day cards for a senior care facility, and that really helped me to feel that love energy, even though I was single. So there might be something that you might want to volunteer at. I didn't want to say this, but I have to say it. For anybody who is in this situation, there are people that are known to pick fights with their partners before Valentine's Day, so they don't have to celebrate it and they don't have to spend money on it and they don't have to do anything about it. That's all I'm going to say about that. So take that as you will. The incoming energy with the Six of Cups is old lovers maybe returning, nostalgia, and thinking that, what is that? Romanticizing the past. So sometimes when someone comes back, we see them with rose-colored glasses, and we forget why that connection ended. If you are in a relationship, you may be thinking nostalgic for the past because maybe it was so exciting when it was new, and maybe now it's just stable and steady and the spark isn't really there. But keep in mind that there is value in that stability. If you are in a relationship and you are supported and stable, and you can trust this person to just be who they are, that's a gift. But it's okay to think of the past, and maybe you can discuss it with your partner if you are in a relationship. And then in the challenge, so there could be some delays. there could be some delays in getting things done that you want to get done. And there's like this need to balance action and patience. So like there might be pieces of the puzzle that you can focus on, but the big picture can't launch. It's not time for it to actually launch. And the advice is to make sure that you are focusing on what you do have control over, what you do have authority over, and allowing the other pieces to either be dealt with by someone else or waiting for those pieces to come for you to be able to then piece it together. So there's just a little bit of, it's a mixed bag. So make sure that you're not focusing on what you can't control. Focus on what you can control. And also there is the possibility of conflict between you and two other people. And that is, it's interesting because there's also the wild card, which is 3 people coming together. So let me see. So this says to me, you have a choice. You have a choice of which reality you're going to experience. So you can be the one who has what is that word? I want to say, I don't want to say peacekeeper, but I guess that's all I can grasp right now is the voice of reason. That's what I wanted. The voice of reason. If a couple of people that you know that are in your circle are in conflict, don't take sides. Like, don't take sides. And that means sometimes the voice of reason has to be quiet because anything you say might be construed as you taking sides. You don't want to be pulled into the drama. Let those 2 people work it out. Also, there's a journal in 3 of Swords, and I think that it's very helpful if you are nostalgic about the past. Maybe you can look at maybe you have old diaries or journals that talk about this person, and it'll bring you back to the truth of that situation. In the present, you can write how you're feeling right now, and gain insight with yourself. When there's something powerful happens when we write, we put our thoughts down on paper. It allows the brain to process, and we get real clear on what we're feeling and thinking. So I'm pulling out this deck this is a very old deck, the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. And this is like a 20-year-old deck. Surprised it's still in such good shape. So we're just going to see what else the cards have to say on top of that message that we've just given. Let's see. And I mean we. I mean we, because I am receiving this message, but it's not me. It's not me, y'all. Be trying to tell you. It's not it. Sorry. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend if this is something that you enjoy, and maybe your friend will enjoy it too. Anything you can do to support this channel lets me know that what I am doing here is worth my time. Okay, you're being helped. Okay, so this is about feeling maybe on your own in a situation, not feeling like you're getting the support that you need. And maybe that is actually an illusion. It just seems to be that way. But this is a clear message that heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So there can be, your divine team is orchestrating something great, but you can't quite see it yet. Or there's delays and you can't seem to get things to move the way you want them to. And that is it's an encouraging message that what you see and what is may be two different things. You may not be seeing beneath the surface. You may not be seeing what's happening beneath the surface. And there might be a lot going on beneath the surface that's actually creating something very good for you. So keep that in mind. And then we're going to pull from the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. I'm a Denise Linn fan. I really like her work. All right. What message do you have for us, please? For the month of February, for the collective, for all of us. To those of you who celebrate it, happy Valentine's Day. And for those of you that struggle with this holiday, I'm sending you my love. And I've been single for quite a long time. Valentine's Day is always a mixed bag for me. So I feel okay about it this year, but it hasn't come yet. So I guess we'll see. Here we go. There we go. Walk in Beauty, Wondrous Universe. So I'm going to go ahead and read this particular card, because I don't think I've ever gotten that card before, and I want to honor that message. So here we go, you guys. Okay. You live in a beautiful and wondrous universe. You are a beautiful being. Take time to see and cherish the wonders of life wherever you go. It transforms your life. There is a remarkable beauty within you. Simply acknowledging it allows it to surface even more. The time you take to create beauty in your home will manifest in your life. In Native traditions, walking in beauty means to honor all the natural cycles of life and to experience a sacred communion with the Creator in all things, including oneself. Okay, gotta turn the page. All right, here we go. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know there's always beauty around you and within you. The Sacred Traveler constantly looks for and embraces the majestic, wondrous universe in all forms. You can hear it in the song of an early morning bird. You can smell it in the aroma of freshly baking bread. And you can see it in the way the clouds float across the sky. The more you seek beauty, the more it'll find you. And the more you will find yourself in a beautiful world. So definitely, like, focus is so important right now. What are you choosing to focus on? Because there's a lot of things vying for our attention right now, wanting us to, I would say that unfortunately, the majority of forces wanting our attention are not for good reasons, wanting to bring us down, lower our vibration. And so focusing on beauty, focusing on nature, creation, the divine spark that is within us, that is of God, things like that will raise our vibration. It will fuel us. It will encourage us. It will help us through hard times. And also, if you don't feel worthy, or you don't feel beautiful, or you have some self-esteem issues popping up, try to work through that and try to see, like, what part of me do I like? What parts of me do I appreciate? Instead of, like, what would I want to fix? What do I really like about myself? And, just focus on that a little bit. And sometimes it's not just, well, all times it's not just a physical thing. It's also, what am I good at? What do my friends love about me? What does my family love about me? What do I bring to the table? And just embracing those parts of you will help boost your self-esteem. Okay. And so in the creative space, being creative, and whether that be painting, arts and crafts, knitting, digital art, all sorts of different ways to be creative, y'all. You can create spreadsheets to get your life in order. That can be a creative process, especially if you use the coloring the cells in a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets. So yeah, look outside the box. Everybody's creative. Sometimes we're like, no, I'm not creative. That's not true. We all have a creative aspect of ourselves. It's just that we try to put it in that traditional box of what being creative looks like. And so then we think I'm not creative because I don't paint. And it's not all cut and dry like that. There's many ways to access that creative flow. Even a static dance, like just dancing without a plan, dancing to music and creating this movement and this dance in the moment is tapping into that creative energy, into that flow. So in the month of February, I would say just be a little careful. Just be a little careful about returning friendships, lovers, and you don't have to say yes. You don't have to say yes just because someone comes back. You are not responsible for their feelings. You are not responsible for their well-being. If it doesn't feel good to you, but you feel like you need to because that person needs you or something like that, that is not the choice you want to make. You want to make choices based on what you need, what is going to benefit you. And if you look at that relationship, whether that is a friendship or a romantic connection, if you don't see a benefit in it for yourself, do not allow that person back into your life. You owe them nothing. You don't owe them. Okay. So that's a very strong message coming through, and keeping in mind that, the higher powers want you to have a really beautiful, loving, and wonderful relationship. And anything that is not that, you have to be courageous enough to not buy into. Raise your standards and be like, I'm going to sit this out. I'm going to wait it out. If you are in a relationship, if there are things you need to address, maybe now's not the time to do that, and wait until after Valentine's Day, and then you can start. So in that case, if you're in a relationship, it might be helpful for you to journal right now so that you can get clear around what is lacking in this relationship, what needs to change, because just because it has a problem doesn't mean it's broken, and doesn't mean that it's not worth saving. It might be very valuable, this relationship. So give it the space and the respect it deserves, and your attention to really look deep into it. That doesn't mean waiting it out. That means actually processing your emotions and your feelings about it, and seeing what parts of this are me, what parts of this is them. Are these things that I'm relying on them for when I can rely on myself for like whatever you need to be fulfilled with? So for example, you might be needing something from this person when what you really need is to be tapping into creative energy, and you get that outlet, and then suddenly you don't feel that need to be pulling from them. Could be the whole opposite way around. They might be doing that to you. So, but being insightful, being introspective, and really taking a good look at it and shining a light on it to understand better will definitely help you make the right choices. It's definitely a relationship heavy reading, and I just allow what comes in to come in as it wants to. And so I hope that you take this information well. I hope that you take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for someone else. Take care, everybody. Have a great February. Bye.